I would like to go over exercise 1912 in your textbook. We are starting a new section in chapter 19, and it's the calculation of earnings per share. We're going to first start with the basic calculation of earnings per share, which is net income available to common shareholders divided by the weighted shares of stock outstanding through the year. We also have to understand, too, that a stock dividend and stock split is treated as the stock dividend or a stock split happened at the beginning of the year up to the date of the stock dividend and stock split. So let's just start out by following what happened at the beginning of the year, what did we start out with, what was our net income, and each transaction after January 1st. So for the year ended December 31st, 2021, North Star Industry reported net income of $655,000. At January 1st, 2021, the company had $900,000 common shares outstanding, and there was the following changes within the year. So the net income is $655,000. January 1st, the number of shares outstanding were $900,000. Then we find out on May 24th, April 30th, let's go back to April 30th. April 30th, they sold 60,000 shares, and we have to weight the shares they sold based on the date the shares were sold and how long they were outstanding till the end of the year. So it would be 8 months divided by 12 months. Then on June 1st, the company issued a 5% stock dividend. So based on a stock dividend, they have to restate from the beginning of the year to the date of the stock dividend, restate the number of shares outstanding based on the stock dividend declared. So we'd go back to January 1 and we would take 900,000 times 1.05, the 5% stock dividend, and we would see that would be 900,000 times 1.05, which is 945,000 shares. Then we would look at the April 30th, because that happened before the stock dividend, would be 60,000 shares times 8, the number of months outstanding, 8 months divided by 12, and then multiply that by the 1.05 stock dividend outstanding, which is 42 shares. And then on June 1st, they issued 72,000 shares as part of the consideration for the purchase of assets from a subsidiary. So there was 72,000 additional shares issued on June 1st, times the number of months outstanding during the year, which would be 7 divided by the 12 months in a year. And then we multiply the 72 times the 7 divided by 12, and we have 42,000 shares. Note, we didn't have to include the stock dividend because it happened after the date of stock dividend, which was May 24th, and the actual issuance of new shares happened June 1st, and that gives you 42,000. So the weighted shares outstanding would be the 945,000 plus the 42,000 plus the additional 42,000, which is 1,029 weighted shares outstanding, and it would be the 655,000 divided by the weighted shares outstanding as 1,029, which the basic earnings per share would be 64 cents per share.